Welcome back. Turning now to your weekend forecast. Live pictures this morning from Boone, and you can't tell by the picture, but if you were actually in Boone, you would certainly feel the chill that is in the air there with the wind and the cold. And I mean, obviously, as Charlotte, we're a little bit warmer, but it's chilly out there. If you're going to church, grab your coat because you need it.
Yeah, it is not where we should be, by the way. If you are new to Charlotte, it is not this cold usually in November.
Don't be alarmed.
Yeah, don't be alarmed. This is more like January, but if you don't like this, you're not going to like January.
Oh, wow.
But at least we're going to be warming up. I have a few 60-degree days to talk about. But first, we have to talk about the present. And we mentioned this. These are cameras that go on a cycle. And, of course, now that this one pops up, you're just seeing, oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, look at a little bit of sunshine right there off in the distance at Beach Mountain. Really just proving a point that they're making snow right there, and then the snow is really blowing around right now. That's why we have a wind advisory just for the mountains that goes until 10 a.m. After that, wind should be below 30 miles per hour and down below 20 mile per hour gusts by the afternoon. So this is the top 56 mile per hour gusts around Boone, 49 mile per hour gusts in Jefferson, and only up to 13 for the Charlotte area. Wind chills brutal. 5 degrees is what it feels like in Boone, where we were just looking. You can actually see those street lights really starting to sway from the winds. And then, as I mentioned, those winds are going to get a lot lighter. Here's the afternoon at 3 p.m. Only 23 mile per hour gusts, and then up to about 10 miles per hour for a max for the Charlotte area. That's still going to make it feel a little bit cooler during the afternoon. So our afternoon highs for the mountains, not all that high. 32 to 36 degrees is what you're expecting from Banner Elk to Fleetwood. The mid to the upper 40s to around 50 degrees for the foothills right here. And then for the Charlotte area, up to about 49 degrees. There's a chance for a few minutes that we maybe tap on 50, 51 degrees during the afternoon. But either side of 50 is really where we're resting. That's certainly chilly since we should be in the lower 60s this time of the season. Our hourly forecast, you can see this blue number. That is the wind chill. So that means at least a 2 to 4 degree difference can be felt from the actual air temperature factoring in those winds. But at least we're going to have that sunshine. That can make you feel much warmer during the afternoon. So all sunshine by the PM hours. Our morning lows so far down to 37 degrees. That's the coldest one that we've got. And then 24 degrees in Boone. But this does not match where we have been over recent days. We're in the 17th, we were 29. On Friday morning, we were at 25 degrees, and we could fall below that again tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning looks to be our coldest low over the next 7 days. Still below freezing on Tuesday, but at least our lows are trending a little bit closer to where we should be in the upper 30s. But boy, has it been not the way it should be. The reason why we're cooler today is a cold front. Cold front says goodbye. Meanwhile, you have system after system that's moving through the Michigan and New York area. That's why they've had so much lake effect snow. This system is not going to have the same setup as far as lake effect snow goes, but then you have a high pressure system that slides back in for Wednesday, but it's this guy down in the south that could be a next chance for rain maybe on Wednesday, but I think a lot of us are staying dry. So for your Turkey Day forecast, looks like a dry turkey day for the Charlotte area, 39 degrees during turkey prep. Turkey feast, say if you're doing it by the early to mid-afternoon, that's 61 degrees, and by the turkey nap, back down to the 50s. So yikes. And moving forward, I think your best chance for rain is really Friday. So Thursday night to Friday for the first half of the day, you see rain, likely still dry on Saturday, but at least these temperatures are much better than the 40s that we have today and than we have seen recently. So 7-day forecast getting closer to a typical end of November, mid 50s on Monday and Tuesday, lower 60s Wednesday and Thursday, and mid to the upper 50s, not too bad heading into the holiday weekend.